Welcome back to Sea Encounters Light Cruises. It's Harness here, and in today's episode we've got Vanguard by Lieutenant Colonel Teddy Bear facing off against HMS Damnation by Daggerland. Alright, let's have a first look at Vanguard. This is a secondary only build in spite of its appearances. So it's got a lot of 200mm primary guns or secondary primary guns, and then he's got some 179 secondaries. So apart from that, no torpedoes and no ram. It's a really nice looking ship. Alright, let's take a look at HMS Damnation. It's got main guns of 300mm and the secondary is 155mm. I think that the interesting part here is that I believe the rear guns, rear secondaries, these are actually heat shells, so it can potentially land a nasty surprise to its enemy. Looks like Daggerland went here for low velocity round, shooting at pretty high arc. Let's see how it goes. Looks like the shells are landing pretty near already. Vanguard lost almost 4% and Damnation just under 1%. Looks like the long range duel is won by Damnation. One of the turrets have been already lost. I must really say that I like the HMS Damnation a lot. Color scheme, details really nice. During the airstrike phase, it was a bit fragile. Let's see if it can do better against the ship opponent. Right, some of this have landed. Okay, looks like the heat shells from Damnation are being shot. Let's see if any of this can actually land. Yeah, well, looks like the accuracy is really good. Some solid hits, and Vanguard is down to 85%. Damnation still at 98%. So the gap is getting bigger and bigger. There's also an array of torpedoes here. Looks like Damnation is good at going forward, and it's got a lot of guns pointing forward, so it's able to bring a lot of firepower during the approach phase, and I think this is pretty important. And yeah, as we can see, it was able to decimate the front of Vanguard, and now the gap between the ships is 20%. Yeah. This is pretty huge right now. Right, some chip damage. But now Vanguard has an opportunity to bring his rear guns to bear and maybe do some extra damage. Is it going to be able to penetrate the Citadel armor? Wow, that looked a bit... yeah, a bit dangerous. And one of the turrets is popped. However, nothing serious so far. But another turret goes off. The heat rounds are being shot. Landing, but looks like they have not been able to get the Citadel so far. Vanguard is really serious damage at this point. The bow is just hanging by a thread, just by a single beam, I think. And pretty much the only functional armament is at the back. Luckily, at this phase of the battle, these turrets are actually facing the Damnation, so they might get some additional damage. Let's see. Damnation also lost a couple of turrets here and there. Another turret is down. Only one main gun is able to effectively shoot at its opponent, while the forward gun has some trouble rotating. Again, this might be because of the lack of turret restrictions. Okay, the rear heat gun is still able to probe the Citadel, but no luck so far. What's an anti-air shot? Sure. Okay, and torpedoes. But no, these are not able to land. Not sure if those torpedoes actually have any magnet components on them. I think these are purely HE. So they need a little bit of luck to actually land. Eight and a half minutes into the match. 87% for Damnation and 69% for Vanguard. Ships have closed the distance. They are still able to land a lot of shots, so we are really progressing here. Not a stalemate, but no critical shots are being landed as well. So this might end up in some lucky Citadel hit. Let's see about that. Alright, torpedoes, no luck again. I think if they had at least 1 or 2 magnet components, they could actually land. HE shots landed. In time, they might break the Citadel armor. Vanguard is still trying to have some luck. And maybe penetrate the Citadel. And here we go. That was a nice turn of the battle. Vanguard being just at 66%. Actually, it's 666. Coincidence? Not sure. Was able to deliver a critical blow. Penetrated the Citadel and yeah, and just turned the whole event around. Well, congratulations to Daggerland and Damnation for defeating, sorry, Vanguard by Lieutenant Colonel Teddy Bear for defeating Damnation. It was really well, a nice battle to the end. Both ships were able to deliver blows to each other. However, Damnation was really far ahead of the points, and if not for this critical hit, I think the battle would end in a different manner. So let's just wait for the Vanguard to despawn. There have been some torpedoes in the water, which could have potentially made a critical Citadel hit. However, this have not really happened. So yeah, not much is going to return to port today. However, Vanguard is victorious. Thank you very much, and until next time.